little bit.
A little bit.
Well,
Does that affect your business?
Guess what?
Yeah.
I think the way we approach it is,
Budget.
like with all threats of strikes and maybe strikes or strikes,
Mm.
what I mean? Is there a plan of the state to fund SEPTA at any point?
Well, he's been doing this for 14 years.
We've been underfunding SEPTA.
Underfunding SEPTA. But SEPTA, they always want to strike because,
They
they
always
want
want to make more money.
they want to make more money. They want better benefits.
Do they deserve more money?
How dare
How
they?
many people catch SEPTA in this room?
There you go.
$2.90 a pop every ride. Buses are, especially in center city, always detour because of construction, EMTs. But the app tells you everything, but there's always a delay. For the most part, they're on time when they run. They're not the cleanest. You got to deal with some folks that you probably don't want to deal with on the bus, and some rowdy-ass kids sometimes, too.
Ooh.
Underground can be unsafe. Some homeless folks down there scare people, but I don't worry about that.
But all of this is good conversation. So save that.
Okay. Talk about
All right,
it.
so when we have calls, Tactics will do his creativity here so Jordan can hear the calls because I do not have another set of headphones.
You can use mine. I can be off headphone. I can follow. How's that? All right.
Okay, but you just need it for the calls. So at least for the beginning part of the show, if you want to have your headphones on, you can.
I'm good with my headphones off.
Yes.
Because I follow that anyway. I don't really follow the headphones as
He
much.
just, okay, so Manuel, you probably put him over there so Manuel can hear the calls because he just gave Jordan his headphones.
Oh.
I gotta get me a backdrop, man. Need to work on the aesthetics, man. Maybe one day I'll be like B and Shayla, get my own. Boom.
So how's Carly doing the week? Because I don't see Carly anymore.
Gotta be running the show.
What's Carly doing during the week?
I'm here, but Tactics isn't here no more.
That's right. I'm not here during the
I'm
week.
here.
You work here?
Oh, I didn't know you weren't here no more.
What are you
I'm
doing?
not here during the week
Not
no
during the
more.
week.
Oh,
What were you
I
doing
didn't know
before
that
during the week?
anymore.
He's on Shayla's show, Shayla Scott's show.
Oh, so who does? Oh, so they hired all the new people. Oh,
Exited our
Alright,
hero.
everyone, we are
through the
live.
We're live on
door,
YouTube,
stage
ladies
left.
and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Hello,
What's
YouTube.
up, to YT, YouTube, Carmel Cop, Keenan, Princess.
Caramel Cop. I like that.
That's her name. She's a detective.
A detective.
Grab your mic.
Caramel Cop.
I'm sorry. How unprofessional of me.
I thought he was calling himself that.
No,
That's a
her
sweet
name.
name.
She's a detective, and her moniker is Carmel Cop on social media. I'm talking about you, Kim. Tell him. Sixers won last night. Maxie's a beast, man. It's Maxie's team, man.
Good for you.
It's Maxie's team, man.
Good for you guys.
Maxie and the Edge, EJ Edgecombe, baby.
VJ, good for you.
It's the Edge.
Good for you guys.
Maxie, man, that block he made the other night to save the game
guess what?
after
No,
making the shot.
Guess what? That game, that Warriors game was really exciting.
That was a really good game. They came back for 25 down.
Really exciting. That I will say.
I didn't think the season was going to be fun, man, but these young boys, they're making it fun.
You know what I mean?
They're making it fun.
You're this happy
I'm happy
basketball guy.
I'm enjoying basketball again for a moment. Yeah, well, look,
Guy.
we all can't be the Knicks, right? You had a little Mr. New York. He's a New York Knicks guy from Jersey, Plainfield. He's that boy right there who's not on camera, y'all, is from the birthplace of the funk, Plainfield, New Jersey.
That's right.
George Clinton,
Birthday of the P-Funk.
birthplace
Yeah,
of
we can't
P-Funk.
claim the
P-Funk,
funk.
that's right.
We're the
P-Funk.
P-Funk.
P-Funk been around since Funk been around a long time.
That funk been around a long
Funk been around a long
We can't
time.
claim the funk. We can claim P-Funk.
Dean, I saw a movie you'll remember in your youth.
What's that?
Bye Bye Birdie.
Oh my! I played trumpet.
Stop.
Bye Bye Birdie in sixth grade. I think at Spruance Elementary. Yeah.
You played the trumpet. Get
Yeah.
out of here.
Yeah, I played the trumpet for I don't know about 10 years, all the way up to the Temple Marching Band.
What stop?
No way.
Temple Diamond Marching Band, 1979.
Diamond Club. Why'd you stop playing?
Why'd I stop?
You
playing?
never pick up the horn at all now, ever?
Hardly ever.
Never think about it?
Occasionally.
But is it still around the
I want
house?
to torture my kids.
Is
Oh, that's a good time.
it still around that? So it's still around the house somewhere.
I have it tucked away somewhere. Yeah.
All right, for 10 years you played the horn. Look at that. Louis Armstrong, Weitzman.
I played with what's his name? Jesus. Somebody's orchestra.
Somebody's
Somebody.
orchestra. That's a good name
You had
for an
some
orchestra.
skills, man. Yeah. Y'all, the appropriations chair is here. Every bill that gets signed has his name on it.
That's right.
Man's from South Philly, good part of town,
That's
good
me.
people.
Good morning. Court Radio is now in session. Call 215-227-2727. When you've got legal questions, we've got the answers. This is Court Radio. And now here's your host, Dean Weitzman.
Yes, sirree, Bob. Good morning. Welcome back. We're live and in the studio. And if you're on YouTube, you see us, hear us, and are being with us.
What the hell?
I got a special guest star for you today, ladies and gentlemen. We have the one and only State Representative Jordan Harris.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Appropriations chair, man.
Jordy,
What up?
I don't hear you. There you go.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Can you hear yourself?
Yeah, I can hear myself.
Good
morning.
I control you.
Yeah. Oh, don't put that out there.
Stop
it.
Oh,
No. We have we have boundaries.
Yes. thank
Yes. I don't talk about it when I sue the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania
We don't,
and they
no.
owe me $190,000.
you. Has absolutely nothing to do
Yeah.
with me.
They owe you 100 and what? 90,000.
Well, me and my client. Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah. And we haven't gotten paid because of some budgetary concerns. Wow. I've been waiting now. Normally I would file a motion to get that money, but I've held off, giving the Commonwealth an opportunity to get there together. And they took their good old sweet time. But apparently, through the grapevine, I've heard that the Commonwealth now has a budget.
Yeah, we have a budget. We've had one for a little over 2 weeks now. And it's actually, honestly, it's a good budget for the people of Pennsylvania. So yes, it took some time to get us there.
It's sometime. How many days were you late on the budget?
Please tell.
We don't have to discuss that. It was supposed to be done June 30th.
That's about 150 days.
Something
It's a
like
long
that.
time, man.
Yes,
But
when
there's
we
always
talk
a but.
about when we talk about what is in
Oh,
the
it's a
state's
wonderful budget, I'm sure.
There's a lot
Is
of
Dean
good
getting
things.
paid?
I have absolutely no idea.
I am.
Oh, you,
Because if
you
I
get a
don't
look on your face that says
listen,
you are.
if I don't get a check, I'm going to give them another 1 week. If I don't get a check in a
What?
week, I'm filing motions and motions and motions to compel the delivery of those settlement funds.
Bam! Like
Yeah.
that.
Like,
That's what
yeah.
that's what
I'm just
he
letting
wanted to put
nothing
a
to
pictures
do.
on it.
I'm letting the Commonwealth attorneys know right now, if you're listening, you got 7 more days, and that's
Okay,
it.
Tony
Let's be
Braxton.
very clear. I am detached. I am detached from that process.
Not a
It has
bird.
absolutely nothing to do
We're out of work and budget,
With
right?
Did you when you were born, did they give you a middle name?
me.
Yeah, you.
Yes, I have a middle name.
What is that?
Did you just ask you on radio my middle name?
And YouTube, you did. All your
Hey,
government.
my middle name starts with the A.
There you go.
Oh, there's
Stop it. Stop
Whoa.
it. So let's get back to the big, beautiful
Anthony.
budget.
Anthony.
No, it's a great middle name.
Alexander.
That is my middle name.
Password, okay.
Interestingly enough, my middle name is Alexander. No, it's not. My middle name is Alexander, and it is because my grandfather, my mother's father, his middle name is Alexander, and his father's middle name is Alexander.
I see that. Okay, so
it
it's
is
a family name.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Jordan Alexander Harris. I just want to get it right.
The full government
When
out
I get,
there for
yeah,
all to
right.
hear.
When I get that lawsuit going.
Don't put me in there.
Whoa.
Because,
friends
well,
do.
you are. What is? You're the appropriations
It
chair,
has
my
nothing
brother.
to do with
What
me
is?
getting
What
sued.
is?
It ain't got nothing to do with me.
That's personal,
It has
Dean.
no jurisdiction over me.
What-
Come on.
What's the appropriations chair?
Yeah, sure. So the appropriations chair, there's a majority. I'm the majority appropriations chair in the House. There's a majority appropriations chair in the Senate, and then there are minority in the House and the Senate. And so, because Democrats control the House, we're in the majority. One of our leadership roles, which means when all of the Democrats get together at the beginning of our session, we pick our leaders: the Speaker, the leader, the whip, the caucus chair, caucus administrator, so on and so forth. I was elected. This is now my second term as appropriations chair.
Hey.
I was elected appropriations chair, and my job is to be one of the folks to help negotiate the state's budget and also help be involved in all of the financial activities of the Commonwealth. And I run the committee that does a lot of the work on the budget, and I run the office that does a lot of the work on the budget.
It seems like there's so many moving parts to that process that it's almost impossible to come up with a budget. I mean, I don't want to give you an excuse for 150 days late, but it's crazy. You're like all these unions and people who want money for their boards and stuff like that the Commonwealth supports. How does that happen?
Well, a lot of moving parts happen, and this year's budget is north of $50 billion, and I don't think folks understand the significance or the size of Pennsylvania. I'm in a fellowship with other appropriations chairs from around the country, and it's interesting when we sit and talk. I think Mississippi. We were together this week. And my friend from Mississippi, their general fund budget is about $7 billion, and Utah is there, and this one is there, and they're talking about their numbers. Our budget is $50 billion just in state revenue. When you add in the federal dollars and you add in all of the other special funds, it's north of about $120 billion.
So you get $120 billion a year to disperse, to use.
Yes.
For the state.
And that's, you got to pay for the courts.
Yeah.
You got to pay for state police,
Roads.
the roadways,
Yep.
The
Removal.
teachers.
Schools. So the largest department in state government is the Department of Human Services.
Yeah.
The Department of Human Services is where all of your health care costs are going to come in. So that's all your managed care organizations that take care of Medicaid. All of that money is in DHS. Some of your child care stuff, some of your stuff with folks with intellectual disabilities, your stuff with nursing homes and all of that. All of that's going to come under DHS. DHS is the one that's going to touch the people. The next one would be the Department of Education. We spend billions of dollars on education. And sadly, the third line item is prisons. I mean, we got to pay for prisons, and we pay for prison guards, and we pay for the facilities. We pay for the folks who are there and how they eat and their health care and all those things. So it's a $50 billion. This is the thing that people don't understand. The state got bills just like you do. You know what I mean? Like we
I know they ain't paying them.
wait.
Wait. I got.
Hey, yo, you got to.
215.
I tried to warn you.
215-227-2727. You know the number. Every Saturday morning, right here.
That's a tough crowd.
Tough crowd.
Tough crowd.
If you've got a legal question, we've got the answer today. If you want to pose one to Jordan Alexander Harris,
There you go again.
Guess what? You actually know the minority appropriations chair.
Yes, you do.
In the Senate.
In the Senate. You know him well.
You know him well.
yes, I do.
Yes, you do. It's like, whatever. Hold my beer. Look at it. Hold my beer.
Line one. We got line one. Joseph's got a question for
Hey,
you.
Joe.
Joe.
Good morning, everyone.
Hey.
To the state legislator, I want to respectfully ask, when you talk about this wonderful budget being passed, and it has been passed, but to the average citizen of this city and of the state, where does it actually show up in day-to-day life? Where can one actually say, yeah, this is the result of that budget being passed? And why is it at times so totally overlooked that people don't see it, particularly people that are marginalized? They just may not see it. Can you tell me where it is?
Joseph, that's actually a very good question. One of the things that I think sometimes we do not do a good job of is breaking down government to the everyday person so you understand where you see it and feel it. This particular budget has a new tax credit in it called the Working Pennsylvania Tax Credit. Working Pennsylvania Tax Credit. It is mirrored off of the federal earned income tax credit at 10%. So what that means is a person with one dependent, what's the number? $400. If you got two, about $700, three, about $800. That will be returned to you in your tax return.
That's new money that you didn't get last year.
It's new money that you didn't get last year. There's a lot of people, when they filed their taxes this year, they got more money. And that's because of the child independent tax credit that we did last year. There are people in Pennsylvania who got upwards of $2,000 back into their Pennsylvania tax return last year. That's real, tangible money going into the pockets of the people in Pennsylvania. Depending on your housing, you could be eligible for the property tax rent rebate that we do at the state level. We increased, we raised the ceiling on how much you could make to get that, as well as how much you get back. We did that 2 years ago. So over the last 3 years, there have been 3 significant tax cuts that puts money back into the pockets of the people of Pennsylvania. And so that's real tangible dollars that you could talk about on an everyday basis.
Right.
On a global scale, I mean, I don't know the caller, I don't know his insurance, but a lot of people don't understand. When you walk around and you go to you go to your doctor and you pull out a card and it says Keystone Health. Well, Keystone Health is the managed care organization in the region that is a part of the Medicaid product. So there are lots of people in Pennsylvania who are actually on Medicaid. That means that their health care is paid for in that state budget. And when we don't put up resources for that, there are services that are cut back. We put $1.3 billion into the budget just for managed care organizations. Those are real dollars that go to pay for health care for people every single day. You may be traveling on roads and bridges that you don't know are state highways that are maintained because of your tax dollars. And, just on the brass tacks, if you got kids, your kids may go to a school now that has more nurses, or that has more counselors, or that has more teachers, or has more extracurricular activities, because over the last 3 years, we've been putting more money into public education than we did before Democrats took control of the House. Just think about this. Just in Philadelphia, it was a new $200 million this year. Last year, it was $220 million new and recurring dollars. That's more in new money that's coming into the school district of Philadelphia. So those are real, tangible things that are touching everyday people that you may see and not recognize that it is a byproduct of your state's budget.
You make decisions on where extra money can go. Who are you fighting with when you make those decisions?
Everybody, because well, here's the thing: you have a finite amount of resources, and you have to make decisions on where those resources are going to have the highest impact. Take, for example, just yesterday, I was in. So I said Northeast Philly on my video. Then somebody said it's North Philly, and somebody said it was Port Richmond. Then somebody said Port Richmond ain't in North Philly. Look, I'm from South Philly. I don't want to get into the middle of it, so I don't know. I was on Aramingo Avenue yesterday morning for the opening of a new credit unit called Finanta. Finanta is a credit union that is focusing on the unbankable population in that part of our city, right? We did a $4 million grant for them to open up this credit union that is a national credit union. They have a branch right now in Lancaster. They brought one here to Philly, and soon, early next year, they're going to open one in Reading. And there's particular populations that they're working with. And that is this population of folks that they're working with are folks who still use check cashing places, folks who use lending products that are predatory for them. And because of the $4 million that we put in, this new institution is in our community. The week before that, I was with my colleague, Representative Derisha Parker, at, you may know this place, Happy Hollow Rec Center. Okay? Happy Hollow Rec Center is,
in the box.
from what I'm told, is the oldest rec center in the city. And Happy Hollow is going to get an $8 million rehab to the rec center.
Okay.
$2 million of the 8 came from the state. $6 million from the city, $2 million from the state. So that is what we decide and make decisions on where to send those resources that actually touch and feel people.
Joseph, did that answer?
Yes.
I think that was a pretty extensive answer, to be honest with you.
And a very good one. And you also touched on the fact that by being so good, why would it be fought over? So I think it explains itself. Obviously, people were haggling over detail, or was it as to who the money would go to?
Yep. Joseph, thanks for your great question. Have a blessed Saturday, sir.
Do the same, Dane. Thank you.
215-227-2727. You never know what comes your way. I want to say I was down in Florida for to visit a friend for Thanksgiving. Got down there in the early afternoon on Tuesday of Thanksgiving week. By that evening, I was doubled over in pain. So bad, like the worst pain I'd ever felt in my life.
Food poisoning from the flight?
American Airlines. No. I ended up in the emergency room and was diagnosed by an emergency room doctor with a gallbladder attack. I had a gallstone so large that it was blocking the bile duct.
That's painful.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had never felt pain like that. And you know what the thing is, and this is the tip, I guess, I really ignored it for about 2 weeks.
The pain?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nah, bruh.
Yeah, I wrote it off as indigestion, a stomach virus.
Was it constant?
No, it would come and go.
Okay.
Yeah, it would come and go, and but this time it came and would not go, and I ended up in the emergency room, and like 10 hours later, I had my gallbladder removed in some podunk hospital in Florida.
Stop it.
Yeah, I got the the punch holes. They punch holes in, and then the doctor uses a robot inside to remove your gallbladder. Yeah, I think they took it out. They use your belly button and some holes, and they got this robot in there, and
The robot's doing the work.
I guess
The doctor's supervising.
yeah.
Why do we need the doctor?
I would hope he was supervising.
I don't know. AI these days, who knows?
Yeah, maybe they took.
Now, you
something-
sure nothing was left in you?
Yeah.
We've had these conversations.
They might have taken more than my gallbladder. Some argue they took my heart.
That's not. Nah.
215-227-2727. You got questions for Mr. Harris? We've got answers. Legal questions. We're a week off the air because of Thanksgiving, so
that's right.
we had to catch up with our legal issues.
You didn't really enjoy Thanksgiving, my friend.
I
In
was
the
on,
traditional sense, right?
I was on the mend.
Yeah.
I was on the mend. But thank God it's all behind me now.
Rep Harris, are we a red, blue, or purple state from your perspective?
We are a purple state
For sure.
Yeah, I mean
Okay.
you have a divided government. You have a Democratic governor. You have a Republican-controlled state Senate and a Democratic-controlled state House. You have a governor and lieutenant governor who are Democrat, but your state treasurer and your auditor general and your attorney general are Republican. So, depending on the election and the time, Pennsylvania, 2020 voted for Joe Biden, and 2024 voted for Donald Trump. And so that is also a part of, at times, why it is hard to get a state budget done, because there's not only is it the difference between Democrats and Republicans, but then the extremes on where you are on the Democratic side or on more of the progressive side, and on the Republican side, on the conservative side. And so all of those factors come in, and then the regionalism come in, and all of those things. And so you have to really thread a needle where you can get 102 votes in the House, 26 votes in the Senate, and one governor to sign it.
Wow.
Well, that breaks it down.
Yeah.
102 votes in the House. Yeah.
26 in the Senate, and they got to get the governor to sign it. So that's I try to explain to people that's the magic number: 102, 26, and 1.
102, 26, and 1.
Yep. Everything else is just talk.
We never had. Was that the longest delayed budget in the history of the Commonwealth?
No?
Tom Wolf's first budget went into like March of the next year. He did his budget address the following year without the budget undone.
Wow.
I think it was that long. I was there. I remember. Yeah, it was long.
So until a new budget is garnered, you work off of the old budget.
No, there is no budget.
There's no budget.
There is no budget.
So how did the checks keep getting written?
Well, so there have been some court rulings about what's essential in the state, and therefore there are services and things that just continue to happen as normal. But there are things that don't get paid. Sadly, many of our nonprofits had to wait. School districts were not getting their state allocations. And so, you get money. If you're a school district, you get money from your local government, and you get money from the state government. And depending on the economics of the area, you might get some money from the feds. So a lot of our school districts, they got front-loaded their city or their local government money, and they were, functioning off of local government money, waiting for the state dollars. There's some nonprofits that had to, sadly, reduce services, furlough people or whatnot. And I want to be clear, this is different than the federal government shutdown that we had. When you had the federal government shutdown, it was totally different. So there is a difference between the state budget and the federal budget. And so there are many things that continue to happen when you have a state budget impasse, but there are things that do not get paid. Now, once the budget gets passed,
Here come the checks.
here come,
Okay.
the checks start coming.
I'm
There you go.
waiting.
You smiling.
Yeah.
Dean.
I'm
You
waiting.
smiling.
Yeah, could we not talk
Dean,
about
it's a big, beautiful budget.
This has
Dean.
absolutely
It's a big, beautiful budget.
and I'll be honest with you, I don't think that check has anything to do with the budget because we're like self-insured or something. So like,
Exactly.
so I don't even know if that has anything.
Oh,
to,
yes,
it's
yes.
outside.
There's money that gets put aside
Okay.
to pay claims.
Yes, that is true. Okay,
And so when there's no money, there's
I think Dean know where that money coming from.
Yeah.
I'm
that's
pretty
all
sure.
I don't deal with that part.
Right.
That
like
happens
I
in the
said,
court.
we have
You don't need
boundaries.
the rancor.
Yes,
okay?
that's
It's
in the
just-
courtroom. It
Yeah.
ain't got nothing to do with me.
There you go.
215-227.
Above my pay grade.
2727. The number for all things legal in Philly. Yes.
Interesting thing about Harrisburg is I was there for 6 years. Harrisburg is the #1 place to retire in the country.
Really?
Yeah. They
That's
say it's the best
crazy.
place to retire, Harrisburg.
So here's a funny thing. Harrisburg is actually a nice city.
I liked it. I loved it.
People, and I am biased, but I think Pennsylvania, and I've been to several of them. Pennsylvania has probably the best capital in the country.
Oh, absolutely.
When
Yeah,
you
the
go
rotunda and everything in it,
inside the state
yeah.
capitol, it is a magnificent and beautiful building. And honestly, I encourage folks who've never been to your state cap. If you live in Pennsylvania, if you've never been to your state capitol, I encourage you to go. Look online. You can find out when the state house is in session. You can find out when the state senate is in session. And what that means is in session, what means when we're all there
Working.
doing the first. No, we are always. First of all, it's
you
nine.
don't-
It's,
you don't-
it's 9:23 in the morning on a Saturday during the holiday season. I'm here on your radio show. I am very much working.
You got a point.
Yeah, but it's the truth. It's the
It's
truth.
a point.
But that is when we are in the Capitol, passing pieces of legislation, meeting with different folks. And I encourage you to go up, find out who your state rep is, show up to their office. Every state rep and state senator has an office in their district, but they also have an office in the Capitol. You should be showing up to see them and talk to them.
It really is a beautiful place. When you consider how ornate City Hall is in Philadelphia, look at that times, 2 or 3 in the state capitol. That rotunda's gorgeous. I put the very first Kwanzaa celebration to the rotunda
Very
when I
nice.
was
Oh,
up
that's
there.
dope. Okay.
What's the poetess from North Philadelphia whose name escapes me now? Oh God,
Sonia?
Sonia Sanchez.
Dr. Sonia Sanchez.
Dr. Sonia Sanchez was up there,
The legend.
The legend.
and it really is a
Shout out to
gorgeous
Mongo.
place. Yeah,
Mongo Sanchez, that's her son.
it's his son. Yeah,
Yeah, Mongo. A lot of people don't know that. Mongo that works over there with the Carpenters. His mother is Dr. Sonia Sanchez. I've known Dr. Sanchez since I was a child. She was friends with Dr. Walter Lomax.
that's right.
And Walter Lomax had a nonprofit called Say Yes to Health, and I was one of the young people in their program.
Dr. Womack was a hell of a
And
man.
so I've known Dr. Lomax. I knew Dr. Lomax. I've
And the
known
family.
Dr. Lomax. I've known the family since like 8 years old.
Oh,
and,
yeah, man.
And Dr. Sanchez was a very part of that and always around and whatnot.
Talk about a man that was the physician for Dr. King when he came. To
Yes, he was. Yes, he
Wow.
Dr. Walter
History.
Lomax. Yeah.
Dr. Lomax. So Dr. Lomax's company, when John White Jr. was secretary, I think the secretary of the Commonwealth, I think the title was at the time. Dr. Lomax's company got a contract to do health care.
That's right.
And that was like one of the largest contracts for African American at the time. And literally the rest is history.
It sure is.
For the company and then for the investments that the Lomax family made in the community. And so I am a byproduct of the philanthropic efforts of the Lomax family, and Dr. Sonia Sanchez was a part of that.
He was a really, really special man. A lot of integrity. Good,
Yeah.
good
When
person.
were you last in? What was this 6-year period?
During the Rendell years.
Ah,
I was
okay.
the executive director of African American Affairs. Went to every county, 67 of them. from Erie to
Had fun with that.
Pittsburgh. It was fun.
And that
And the
that
advisory
time,
commission.
oof.
Yeah, back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a little different.
Yeah.
It
But
still is different. I'll
Is
be
it?
honest with you.
But I lived right on Front Street
Uh-huh.
by Shipook.
Yeah.
And I loved it in Harrisburg. I found people that lived in Harrisburg would complain, but I'm like, y'all don't know. This is a great little area. I loved it. Going over to the other shore, other side,
Yeah.
the hills, you can
Cumberland
see
County.
everything.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
a nice little area over there.
Yeah.
Town full of legislators. That's where the money
Yeah,
comes from.
that's where
That's
it
what
is.
keeps it alive.
Okay, we took a sidetrack here for a minute.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Here's what I was concerned about.
You took us down history lane here.
You and your
I
situation.
stumbled on a photograph.
You're out of town. You're in another city, and you get ill.
Yeah.
You were gravely ill. You needed emergency surgery, or you might have died.
Right.
All right.
Yes.
When the pain is starting, a lot of things are going. Did you know what it was, or did you?
No.
You had no clue.
No.
All right. Was there
He
any
was thinking
time?
about who he could sue. That's what he's
That's what I'm asking. But is there any culpability? Where would some culpability could have been in that situation? Out of town, the airline, the hospital, the EMTs. It's a strange city. It's not home. It's different.
Yeah.
But you can still call you, right? You can still call your office if it happens to somebody in Florida or wherever you are, in Miami or Brussels.
Yeah.
You can
There's nowhere my office doesn't reach in
Right.
the event of negligence.
Okay.
But I wasn't thinking about negligence. I was thinking about living.
Right.
And
and it can happen anytime. You didn't see this coming, man.
No. Well, I guess the moral of the story is that you should be more mindful of your body and have things looked into, because I was, like I said, for a couple of weeks, I was off and on with that pain, and I just wrote it off as being this, that, or the other thing.
You were trying to take things to medicate it, but it wasn't helping.
Yeah. Well, I don't even know if I was taking things. It just passed.
Passed.
Meanwhile, we got to take a quick break, fellas. All right? And we'll be back in 2 minutes. If you've got legal issues, questions, or you'd like to pose something to your state representative, Jordan Harris, give us a call at 215-227-2727. We'll be right back. We're still on YouTube Live.
Princess says we need you, Dean. You got to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Rhonda says she's from the Happy Hollow. Jordan Harris might wants to know, why don't we use marijuana to...
We can answer that question when we get back on the air. We'll talk about marijuana.
We're going to
Why?
talk about it, Keenan, when we come back.
We'll talk about marijuana.
What about marijuana?
They want to know why we don't tax it and
use
legalize
for-
it for.
Why aren't we?
Funding
I'm
situation.
going to tell the people when we get back on the radio.
Okay. Is it going to happen ever?
I'm going to tell them when we get back on the radio. They got to wait and see.
All right. Now you and I are alone in the studio.
On
We're all
YouTube.
on
But we're
YouTube.
not alone because you're still here.
Yes,
So you're here.
You can
with us.
text me your questions, email me your questions, post your questions. Carly's coming back to pose your posted questions.
Hello, YouTube.
She's here.
YouTube.
I haven't talked about that in a while. We're still representing nearly 100 women who suffer with cancers as a result of the use of chemical hair straighteners. And if you or you know someone who has cancer, and these are gynecological cancers, endometrial cancer, cervical cancer, and they used hair relaxer, then more likely than not, that's where it came from. And you need to tell them to call me, because that litigation is moving along. We're more than a year into it, and it's not going to be much longer when we're not going to be able to take those cases. So please, if you, and I don't care where they are, they could be anywhere in this country. If you know family who have cancer, have them call my office, 215-227-2727.
There it is.
What were you trying to say to me before? I don't know. You were pointing to the board. And
Dum, dum. Oh.
I was like, are we taking off Joseph?
Oh,
But you
yeah. I came back to Joe. Okie dokie, folks. We're back. I am Dean Weitzman, your host, every Saturday morning right here on 100.3 WRNB.
And Classics 107.9.
Yeah, we omitted our legal entry in the first half of the show, and I apologize for that to the FCC.
I told you it's quick.
Oh, I
you
forgot
gotta be
about
quick.
that.
Yes.
You said you want to cut down.
You did say that.
Yeah, I did.
You did.
We've got our YouTube audience. Hello there on YouTube. If you'd like to watch us on YouTube, simply go to the My Philly Lawyer website, click on the Court Radio button, which will take you to the YouTube channel. And that's where you can see us live every Saturday morning, or if you'd like to replay it during the week, that's a possibility as well.
You still have your boat?
I do.
You haven't been on it lately. It's too cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, way too cold.
boat's-
Some people, hey, I'm just
The
saying.
boat's winterized.
Is it?
It's up on the lift.
Good. Better than
and-
its Wailing Waters.
and we will not be going boating again until the spring.
Good.
Line 1 is Youssef.
Everybody has to get out.
Everybody's out.
So it's a threshold.
Youssef.
The situation.
Youssef,
I hear him.
Yeah.
Does Youssef have to
You're-
turn on his radio
Hello?
now?
you're
Youssef,
on.
we can hear your radio.
Yes, you could shut that radio off.
I'm sorry, I was talking to my wife. Hey, how you doing today?
We're well, thank you. What's
Morning.
going on in your world, and what question do you have?
Okay, my question is, as a tenant in the city of Philadelphia, basically there is no threshold for tenants. You know, you go down to landlord-tenant court, they can only do but so much. But say if you, you try to get the, whatever you need to be fixed, and you call L&I, L&I comes out. Of course, they form complaints. The landlord has the option to fix it or not to fix it. Now, if the landlord doesn't fix it and L&I comes back, they wind up saying, hey, this is not a habitable living conditions or situation. So basically, they'll shut the whole building down, and tenant is basically out. There's no protection. There's nowhere for the tenant to go or to turn to. And that's completely not fair to the tenant.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. There's just so much that the courts can do, and when you have a landlord who's underfunded and or refuses to make repairs, and the building is deemed not habitable, you're out and you're looking for a new place, right? I mean, there's no, and unfortunately, probably there's many people who end up homeless because of that,
Exactly.
because,
Exactly.
tenancies are not all that easy to find, or at least not, affordable housing tenancies. Speaking of affordable housing,
Here come.
yes, Mr. Harris, are we going to get in this budget? Is there anything for affordable housing?
So, absolutely, there is money
Yeah,
in the
because the
budget.
tenant-
Imagine that.
Wow, there's so much in the budget.
A tenant may not have.
So no, seriously,
A tenant may not have
the Parker
$5,000
administration, the mayor,
mayor
Sherelle
of
Parker,
Phil-
the mayor
yeah.
of Philadelphia, had reached out, and her administration reached out about some tools that they believe that the city could use that would help build more affordable housing, and that is contained in what we call a fiscal code, which is a part of the budgetary process. And so what that does is it gives the city of Philadelphia. Now, let me be clear. This is a tool that they can use. The city of Philadelphia, meaning the city council and the mayor, have to decide how they want to use it, where they can institute a tax abatement of up to 20 years. Right now it's 10. They can do up to 20 years for for a specific purpose. And that's to convert old commercial, old industrial, old school buildings, and government facilities into housing. Okay, particularly we're looking at affordable housing. Here's why that's it. Here's why this is important. I think anybody who lives in the city of Philadelphia, you've driven by a building that has been vacant for years, 5, 10, 15.
The Bud Company.
20 years, and you're sitting and you're like, why the heck haven't they done something with this building? Well, it takes resources to not just build it, but to tear it down or to rehab, all those things. And sometimes the numbers don't work. And so when you give tools like tax abatements and whatnot, now let me be clear, we're not talking about blanket tax abatements. This is a strategic and directed tool that the city of Philadelphia can
What's
use.
the definition of affordable housing?
I was going to ask. Yeah.
So it differs based off of the median income, based off of like 150, 200, 300. It depends on what you're dealing with regards to the number and with, I'm trying to think, the poverty and your income. And so that is what it is. Like, for example, right now, the city has, it's called the Turnkey program.
I'm well aware.
And when you look at the tax credits, when you look at the grants and whatnot, there are people who are getting homes for less than $200,000.
It's true.
Oh, we had somebody
in the
on
city of
talking
Philadelphia.
about that.
We did.
Yeah.
Yes, and someone who's looking he's involved in it. Yes, you do. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like the location, like Germantown High School, who's
Yeah.
been empty for. Is that
For a
going
minute,
to be?
yeah.
Is
They're
that
gonna
going
be
to be?
condominiums?
I
Don't use the word condominium.
Sorry.
Yes.
I don't know exactly what their plans are. What I'm telling you is that we gave the city of Philadelphia another tool that they can use to make these deals work. And now, again, it is going to be up to the city and the mayor and city council. The mayor has this home plan where she wants to do 30,000 new units of housing. Big portion of that she wants to be affordable. And right now, the mayor and the city council are discussing what
They've come to an impasse.
what that
for a
will
minute.
look. Well,
Yeah.
here's
There
another
was, a,
thing.
there was a little money piece
No,
right
no,
here.
no, but it's not. And I said this to somebody else's show that I was on. I said, that's not a bad thing. Like, you elect the mayor, you elect your members of city council
It's true.
to have perspective. And sometimes those perspectives disagree, and that is not a problem. That is actually what you want. You want folks who are trying to think about what is the best way to attack the problem.
As long as they get
and
to a solution
In
eventually.
a timely fashion, right?
what-
Right?
Well, I don't know. What's timely to me may not be timely to you.
The
but
bottom,
Well, that's why you said strategic.
Yes, but the bottom line is you want your city government to have different opinions and then come together to what they believe is the best plan of action to actually address the program. So shout out to the mayor and for having bold vision to even want to attack this. And shout out to our friends on city council and our council president Kenyatta Johnson, for doing the work and getting into the weeds on what that actually looks like. And so we gave them some tools that are necessary to do it. We also put more money. There's a program called the FAIR program. That is money that we put aside to also help with affordable housing. And so we increased that in this year's state's budget. So all of those things are there. And
that doesn't mean they're going to use them.
they don't have to. They can.
Yeah.
They don't have to. It's up to them. But
That
it is,
part.
And,
Yeah.
and if they don't use them, then the funds put aside for that.
Is there a rollover?
well,
How does that work?
no. So fair is different than the tax credit. The tax abatement. It is snowing. The tax abatement, they have to decide how they want to use it and to what level. Fair is resources that are put aside to actually build affordable housing across the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. So, and those dollars will be there. And trust me, folks going to use it. They're going to use it.
So
All right,
then-
let's
go
talk
ahead.
to Tyrone, line 2. Oh, Tyrone.
Oh, Tyrone.
How we doing?
Hey, Tyrone. Welcome to Court Radio. What's your question?
I tore my rotator cuff at work.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Got surgery, and now it's about 5 years later, and it's come back.
Are you still working?
No,
So
they put me out of work because I'm also disabled.
okay.
So-
what? So are you on Social Security disability now?
No, just workers' comp.
Are you receiving workers' comp?
Yes.
Okay, so you're permanently disabled. You're on comp for the foreseeable future. You're getting all that the system offers you. There is no other. Your question: can I re-sue my employer? The answer is no. You can never get pain and suffering from your employer. You can only get replacement of your wages, and medical bills paid. And if you're getting your wage replacement now and you've got your medical expenses paid, then you're getting what you should be getting, and you're not entitled to any more from your employer. And you're beyond the statute of limitations. Let's say a third party was responsible for your torn rotator cuff. A machine at work broke down and caused your injury. That machine is owned by somebody other than your employer, or manufactured by somebody other than your employer, and theoretically there was a products liability claim against them. Then that claim was a 2-year statute of limitations, and it's over. So I don't see any which way you turn that you're going to get more than you're currently getting, which is your wages.
Okay, so I can't go back and get surgery again.
Oh, you can. If this is still related to the original claim, which is still open, and the doctor relates it back, then I do believe you're entitled to have your medical bills paid and have surgery done if the claim is still open. If the claim was settled and you got a lump sum settlement from your employer and the claim is closed more than 3 years, then no, I don't think you're going to get that paid by your employer's insurance company.
Is there a statute for claims?
There is a statute for medical bills to be paid. And I believe it's 3 years.
After it's closed.
Yeah. 3
Or
years. Settled, closed, whatever.
Okay.
Well, if it's settled, it may be
There's
done
no
when it's
statute after that,
It
right?
may be done when it's settled.
It can't be revisited?
No.
Okay.
No. Settlements are permanent.
Not even in New Jersey.
Not even in New Jersey. Wait, let me say this. Especially not even in New Jersey. No, if you have questions regarding this claim, and it gets into the weeds because, Tyrone, we'd have to look at your settlement documents that you entered into in order to give you a full and complete picture. What I'd invite you to do, Tyrone, is to send me an email when we get off the phone with one another to Dean, DEAN, at My Philly Lawyer. And I will send that email off to my workers' compensation department that handles Jersey and Philly. And you can provide them with certain documents that they may want to look at, and they'll give you the full and complete answer. How's that sound?
Great.
So send me that email, Tyrone. I'm looking for it. I'll talk to you soon. Have a great Saturday.
All right, you too.
215-227-2727. You don't need any other numbers.
Really,
you put that
true.
number in your cell phone and forget the rest, okay? Because if I don't have the answer, there is no answer.
Wow. That's a bold statement.
Omnipotent Dean.
That is a bold statement, sir.
Let it be written.
And let it be said.
Rep.
What's up?
When
I
you
don't
up
wanna
for
touch that.
re-election?
That's crazy.
When do
I'm
you?
scared.
Well, this is every
Yeah,
week with
man,
us.
the lights about to start flickering. See, that's why I started. Next year, to answer your question,
Next year you run
next
again?
year is election year, and we run again. Yeah.
And it's important.
Yeah,
and this
yeah.
budget process shows you how important this
Yeah.
stuff
So
is.
look, next year is not. You got all of the state reps run for re-election. The governor's on the ballot. The lieutenant governor's on the ballot, and half of the Pennsylvania State Senate.
Okay, half.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, line one.
Line one.
Ronnie from Germantown.
Morning, Ronnie.
What's up,
G-Town.
Ronnie?
You know what a happy
I
hollow
know,
is.
you know what's up.
You know what a hollow is.
Happy Hollow.
Tough tactics, my guy. Hey, y'all, listen, real quick on the Germantown High issue that you were just talking about. So I live I live west of there, but I'm still in Germantown. But we put up, when I say we, I mean the community, we put up a big fight because the guy who bought that in the middle school across the street had all of these great plans. I'm going back 8 years now or more, right before the pandemic, actually. We would meet at the church across the street. Everybody was out there, even people from Mount Airy and Chestnut Hill, because this guy was talking about first tearing the whole building down, which you couldn't do because it's historical. So we got over that hurdle. But then there was the issue about what he was really going to do with it. So then, as it stands now, it is condo-based. But once again, and I see this happening across the city, people speak out and they tell what they want in groups. I don't mean just individuals. But it gets turned. I mean, our representatives are not doing anything. They hear, They come in there yak at the meetings, but then they don't do anything. And this is where the angst is with most of the communities. I ain't telling you what I heard. I'm telling you what I know. I used to work in politics. So the point is, city council has got to do better. They need an infrastructure when it comes to these kinds of issues because people can't afford $1,600 for a 600-foot apartment. That's ridiculous. You can't even turn around at 600 feet.
Well,
So we gotta figure something out.
all right. Let me
This is
let,
how
let me
people
let me let me let
Go ahead.
Mr. Harris have a jump in, have a word here.
Sure, I don't particularly represent Germantown, so that's not
Right.
me.
I might know who
Yeah,
might
that's
know
not-
somebody.
that's not me. It's not-
Wait.
Nah,
What-
nah. The person.
What about the yak?
Yeah,
part?
what about that part?
Don't come back.
No. Look. No. Here's look. She has a point. That, there are some elected officials that give lip service, and here's your response.
But here's the other thing: you only have so much power. Okay.
Well, yes.
An elected official can get in there and represent
for you.
Yeah, represent the people. But at the end of the day, it's courts and it's.
Well, no, I want. So yeah, that's
It's
true.
banks.
But no, that's true. But I don't want to shake the responsibility here, and I want to be very direct and answer her question.
Can't blame it on Biden.
No, she's right. She's right that there are some elected officials that come in and give folks lip service, and then that's your responsibility to do what you need to do with that elected official on election day, and
Right.
that is when you get to have your response to how a person is doing, and so folks need to take that responsibility seriously. Additionally, though, I think the other part is folks have to understand the different levels of government. There are things that your city government does. There are things that your state government does. There's things that your federal government does. And all of those things are different, distinct, and in some points they do overlap. And I mean, I can't tell you how many people will call my office sometimes about a pothole on a city street or their trash getting picked up.
Your
or Social
office,
Security,
Right.
state rep's
my
office.
state office.
Right.
Yeah, we don't do those
Right.
things.
Right.
Now, we will help
Right.
connect you to the city agency or the federal agency. That's not what we do. So, look, the caller has a right to be frustrated about what folks aren't doing, and I think that frustration should be exercised, one, by being engaged with your elected officials. I think sometimes people think the elected officials know what you want. You got to be engaged with them. I tell people all the time, if you can follow Beyonce on Instagram, and she don't even post that much, you can follow your elected official and engage with them, talk to them, so that they understand where the community
You mean
is.
sliding their DMs?
Pause. See.
215-227-2727.
DMs means direct messaging. Wow.
Yeah, you can DM me. We'll be back in 2 minutes after my sponsors have their way with you.
Okay.
All right.
Sliding. It's the word sliding in DMs that throws people. That's what it is.
Slip, slide.
The views and opinions of sliding in DMs are not those of Jordan Harris.
Oh, man.
All right, let's wrap this show up, okay?
I still want to talk about the SEPTA thing.
Oh, we can talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we got to talk about cannabis.
We can talk about
Okay.
that.
Yes.
We can do both
We
quickly.
always should talk about
I can do both quickly. I got you. Let's do it.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Mr. Cannabis.
Cannabis and septic.
I got you.
Mr. SEPTA and Mr. Cannabis just
Yeah.
walked out the door.
Got a question from Al on line 4. Vehicle has an issue with a transfer case assembly. Part non-recall, but his VIN number does not. I guess the part was recalled, but his VIN number does not qualify. Don't know.
It has incredible.
Guess what? If you don't know, that means there's no answer.
Yeah,
There is no answer.
Because
Well-
if there was an answer,
he would know.
He would
he
know.
would know.
No.
That's right.
Because he knows. What was that
The
quote?
truth
What
be
was that
told,
quote?
if
Truth
he
be
could
told.
make a fee on the question, he would have
have an
an answer.
Full transparency on the disclaimer.
Yeah. I don't understand. Recalled parts. Never mind.
Keenan, we're about to answer your question. Keenan.
What's Keenan's question?
Keenan's question is about cannabis.
Oh,
Oh.
The
We're
best
getting there.
time to run for office is when it's been vacated or when people are angry at the incumbent. That's the best time. If you want to run, that's the best time to run.
Well, everybody's always angry.
Yeah, I mean,
Everybody ain't always angry. Everybody ain't always angry. There's people loving what's going on federally right now.
Need more legal answers? Here's more Court Radio with your host, Dean Weitzman.
Good morning and welcome back. I am your host. Right here. Every Saturday morning on 100.3 WRNB.
And Classics 107.9.
Yep. That's where you'll find us.
Yep.
Listen, we got Jordan Harris in the house.
I'm here.
And we've been talking about the Commonwealth budget. It just got passed after a nice 5-month delay. But, hey, there's good things in the budget. We've talked about some of the good things in the budget, real numbers and, that are impacting folks in the city and in the Commonwealth. One of the questions that came up was, and it's not necessarily a budgetary question, it's a Commonwealth question. Why is it that we still are on the outs with recreational marijuana when our brothers and sisters in New Jersey are...
Everyone around us.
I think Delaware, too.
Delaware, too?
We're surrounded by it.
Okay, we're surrounded by recreational use. I can go across the bridge to my New Jersey home and get high if I chose to do that.
Without a card.
Without a card. None of that nonsense about medical necessity just because it's Saturday night and I want to get high. So why is it that we don't have that? And the important thing here is the tax base.
Yeah.
Like, we're losing money. It's bleeding from us everywhere. When are you fools in Harrisburg going to change the way?
Hey,
I'm talking like...
Whoa, sir.
I'm representing Keenan on this one.
All right.
You like that, Keenan?
So let me say
Dean
this.
for the defense.
So let me say, no, he sounds like a lawyer. Anyway, I have and continue to support the legalization of adult use cannabis here in the Commonwealth. And we being House Democrats, a couple months ago, we passed a bill over to the state Senate to legalize adult use cannabis. They have decided not to take it up. They have decided not to move forward with their
Won't put it on
bill.
the agenda. Huh?
Nah, and so this is something that I think if folks are very interested in, they need to contact members of the state Senate.
Who over on the state side is responsible for preventing this from even being
in the
talked
state
about?
Senate side.
Yeah, on the state Senate
He's
side.
using the finger.
I want a name.
State Senate is controlled by Republicans. And
What's the name?
And so you can go online and look at the leadership of the state, the Republican controlled state Senate. I'm not going to do that. and you can go and check that out because we passed a bill over there. We could get this done if they wanted to.
Recreational cannabis use could be done.
Adult use cannabis.
You have the House has passed the bill.
Passed the bill.
The Senate
and here's the thing: if they don't like our bill, that's cool.
They could
Send
change
us
it.
something.
Yeah,
send us something. We ready to do it.
No, they won't even talk about it.
Don't even talk about it.
Let me shout out to Sharif Street. I got to give Sharif his credit on this one. He has been moving and talking about it in the state Senate side, and so, but the Republicans control the state Senate, and they haven't put a bill up yet or sent us anything to do it. If they send us something, we'll consider what they sent us because we've already sent them our plan.
We are still very much
How much?
rural.
Lots of money.
How much?
Yeah,
a lot.
Yeah,
hundreds of millions of dollars.
So that would float back down to the citizens of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania in the form of lower taxes, more services. Who knows?
What could it fund?
It could fund a lot of things.
Could it fund SEPTA?
Oh.
Could it fund schools?
Yes, it could. It could fund. It could help funding mass transit.
It could fund mass transit.
It could. It could fund a lot of different
Imagine
things.
that.
But they have to pass something out of the state Senate to do it.
Go ahead.
It's probably those people out in the rural counties.
Which doesn't make sense to me, though, because honestly, a lot of those rural counties have
farms.
And they are the folks who will benefit from it because they're going to be growing it.
Yeah.
And can we be honest?
We
They smoking weed already. Like what are we talking about here?
Right.
Like we smoking weed already.
Yeah. The only
if
thing
you want to be really honest, and I'll wait till we get off the air and
Oh,
talk
boy.
to you two. We'll be really honest about who's
But the only
controlling
people-
the weed.
so the
Don't get us a fine.
The only people who are suffering, okay, because people are smoking and edibling, and they got no care in the world, nothing's happening. The Commonwealth of Pennsylvania is just losing tax dollars.
Yes, 100%.
That is so
You think
crazy.
it's a moral thing?
Yes.
For a particular?
I do.
Is that what it is?
I
Morality.
do. I think it's a morality.
They'll drink, but they won't smoke.
I agree. Yes, I think so.
I don't see the morality, but
I don't either. I'm just telling you that's their argument.
that's their excuse.
Yeah.
All right. Was there another thing? Tactic?
SEPTA.
SEPTA.
SEPTA, mass transit. What's going
Mass
on?
transit is extremely important. We have a temporary plan for mass transit. Actually, we don't have let me not say that. We were forced into allowing SEPTA to use their capital money for operations, and not just SEPTA, but this is about Pittsburgh Regional Transit, PRT, and other agencies across the state. We've passed several plans to fund mass transit in Pennsylvania, and again, our friends, Republican-controlled state Senate, haven't done anything. We look forward to doing a real mass transit funding, as well as tying it with roads and bridges. We have the money. We don't.
Was that part of it? Roads and bridges and repairs?
Roads, bridges,
Imagine
and
that.
mass transit
Gotta
funding.
put that all in there.
And this is why, and I'm real quick, this is why it's important. When you use your capital money to do operational, that means that you aren't doing what you're supposed to do with the capital dollars, which is like, buying new buses, buying new trains, buying new trolleys, fixing the tracks. All of those things aren't happening. And so by using capital dollars, you're actually not doing what's necessary. So shout out to the leadership of SEPTA, who, we've been working with them well, and they've been trying to do what they can internally to make sure that they are functioning. But when you see a route canceled, when you see something slow, when you see a bus breakdown, think about the fact that folks in the Senate that is controlled by Republicans will not pass mass transit funding, and therefore those capital dollars that could have fixed that bus that broke down are now going to operate.
You got to say though that there are areas of the state that don't have
mass transit
that we're used to.
Yeah, but here's the thing: it doesn't matter that they don't have mass transit, because they spend the damn money that mass transit creates. Pennsylvania, in the southeast part, we are 40% of the revenue for the state.
Right.
SEPTA fuels the economy of the Commonwealth. There are roads and bridges in Butler County, in Cameron
They get
County,
paid for in
Elk
this?
County, that get paid for by our tax dollars, and so that's why you need mass transit. All right. Before we go, I got to shout out my goddaughter, Kennedy Ray Gibson. I love you, Kennedy. She is an author at like 8 years old.
Hey,
She's on YouTube, Story Time with Kennedy. So check out Kennedy Books. Check out Story Times with Kennedy. She reads her books on YouTube
Way
as
to
well.
go, Kennedy.
Love you, Kennedy.
Wow. Her website's gonna crash right now.
Boom.
Yeah.
It's like Oprah Books. Boom. Boom, Kennedy.
Folks, if you need me, you know where to find me. 215-227-2727 or dean@myphillylawyer.com.
Jordan, they loving the hat, bruh. Eagles play Monday, y'all. Monday night Chargers.
I'm loving your hat.
Huh?
Your hat.
This
Your
hat?
hat, yeah.
hat.
The My Philly Lawyer hat?
No.
Court Radio.
Court
Court
hat.
Radio, that's right.
Yeah.
Got to represent the brand.
It is.
It is a brand.
We will be back next Saturday at the same time.
We will.
Same place.
Exactly.
If you have any needs between now and then, please reach out to me because I'm always there for you.
That
he always
number
has an
is
answer.
215-227-2727.
My Philly Lawyer, when winning matters most.
We still got time. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that. YouTube, we still here.
All right, YouTube.
Ask the rep.
Now here's the unadulterated
YouTube.
It's Court
Is
Radio
your
after dark.
question. It's Court Radio after dark in the snow.
It was snowing. It's raining,
It's
snowing.
It's snowing currently.
It still is. Yeah, I see it again. Yeah.
It's not really snowing. It's not
No,
sticking.
no,
It's not sticking. It's
It's not
just
sticking.
It's just
Yeah.
snow.
You go places in this state, man. I was standing out waiting for a bus one day, and no one told me that it stopped running at 5 o'clock. I was still standing out there at 6:15, just waiting for this bus that never came.
Here?
Oh, you still?
No,
oh,
when I was in
yeah, we're still
Oh.
on YouTube.
Lambsburg.
Oh, so here's the
funny thing. Yeah,
That's the other thing people don't understand.
We're still on YouTube.
And folks that are
We can wrap. YouTube have any questions?
We
Issues?
got your questions right here.
people don't understand. Mass transit in Philly is different than what it is everywhere else.
That's right.
The buses stop at certain times.
They do.
They do.
Like, you can't get to certain